We are inside the accessibility tracker dashboard, and I'm just going to scroll down to show you that we have multiple projects in play, and we can actually see the total progress amongst all of the projects. So here there are 326 total issues, and we can see the percentage of issues for each project. So if you are working on multiple websites or multiple digital assets, let's say it's two websites and a mobile app and a web app, well, you can go ahead and get an overview of all of your projects inside the accessibility tracker dashboard. So this is obviously going to be very helpful for reporting, and so that anyone can get a sense of where accessibility stands for your organization. Here, you're not just looking at one digital asset, you're looking at everything. You're looking at all of the digital assets that you're working for. And remember, with Accessibility Tracker, we are uploading audits. So these are going to be the actual audits for our digital assets. This is not scan based. This is based on an audit. So this is a true representation of the accessibility for your digital assets. And so here we can see there's a nice breakdown of each of the projects. We can see the total number of issues, the number of issues completed, the number of issues pending. And then on the left side, we can see the individual projects. So we can go to these individual projects and look at the accessibility for that specific project. And in fact, we'll go ahead and do that now. Let's go to the new project and we're going to go to view details. And then so now we can get the analytics for this new project. And by the way, that's generically named. We could name this the name of our mobile app, for example, but we can go ahead, go to this project, look at the analytics for this project. And so now we can go even deeper and look at this one specific project. Here we can see there are 74 total issues. 9 issues have been fixed. 56 issues fall into high risk when it comes to the risk factor formula. 13 issues fall under high impact when it comes to the user impact formula. And then so here we can see a status distribution of the issues. So we see that 8 are validated, 4 are on hold, 1 is completed, 1 is discarded, 2 are in progress. And then we can also see a priority distribution. This is optional, but if you would like to assign a priority, a custom priority to your issues, you can assign high, medium, and low. And then there can also be the none designation where you just simply don't add a priority, a custom priority to the issues. This is separate. This is optional, but you can add this at your discretion. And then we can go ahead and look at the overview for the project. And so here we start getting more detailed. So you'll notice as you move through Accessibility Tracker and you go through these different dashboards, you get more and more details. So now we can see an overview of all of the issues. This is really the audit report that has been transposed inside of Accessibility Tracker. So here we can see the issue, the location of the issue, who we've assigned the issue to, the status, whether we've started, whether it's fixed, etc. The priority, so a custom priority if we've assigned one. We can also look at the user impact. We can see the risk factor, and we can sort. We can filter and sort by impact and risk factor, as well as the priority, the custom priority that we've set, as well as the location of the accessibility issue. We can also sort by the validated date. And then we can also look and view the issue. We could even delete the issue if we wanted to, but we can go ahead and now we get all the way to the finest details. Here we have all of the very granular details for each issue brought forward from the accessibility audit. And so now here we can see issue details. So what actually is the issue, the applicable code, the recommended fix, and so on. And so we can even analyze with AI. And so that's where if we need help fixing the issue, let's say we've assigned this to a developer who doesn't understand exactly what the issue is, or who would like to look at the developer would like to look at model code examples, we can analyze with AI. And I've done that in another video. But for now, I just wanted to take you through the progressions with Accessibility Tracker. You can see that we can get some really nice analytics. We can start looking at the details. We can go as detailed as we want to where we're looking at the specifics for an individual accessibility issue, or we can take a look at the project more broadly and look at where are we sitting at with all of these different projects that we're working on, or we can just look at one. Maybe we're just focused on our website. We can look at that. So what is coming with Accessibility Tracker is there will be more accessibility documentation, automatic documentation that you can You don't have to print it out, but obviously you can have this available digitally so you can share it with your various team members, with your organization, maybe the managers, maybe the directors who are overseeing this project. You can share the accessibility project. You can have all of the metrics. And again, what is so nice is that all of the analytics, all of the progress is real progress. This is not based on a scan. This is based on your accessibility audit report. So if you would like to sign up for Accessibility Tracker, just go to accessibilitytracker.com. You can start out with the free plan.